So sorry for that delay, folks. We were waiting on someone. We are back again, and we're gonna actually get to talk about these players a little bit here now that we're aware of the locations of all players playing tonight. Bit of a scuff moment, but it's no biggie. A little bit on Photronut, headed off by Grayskull99, the demo demon himself, the demo monster. This man averages at league leading right now at 2.9. However, in historical past, he's averaged anywhere from 5 to like 3.5 a game, like a game per series. It's insane. The man's been a menace for seasons. He's had to take a bit of a back step though, as he's actually increased his shooting. He's increased his opportunity on the offense a little more recently. So we'll see if that makes any change to his playstyle tonight. He's teamed up though with Photronut and Jumbo Kid. Photronut, a former champion, I'm pretty sure in Div D, backed up by a man known as Green Guy. Love that guy. He was a former teammate of mine in Raptors. And then final one on the board is Jumbo Kid, the man without ball cam. He actually is the only person in Dcrl that I'm aware of that does not use ball cam at all. However, he is a monster on the ground. You can see about 56% shooting. Anything else you see here, Kemet?
Really nothing too crazy other than the fact that guy doesn't use ball cam ever. That's new to me.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a situation for him. But yeah, no, we're gonna hop on over to Lost Souls, headed off by my future roommate and a close friend, Not Turner. Heading off the team with 1 goal a game, looking solid on the offense, and Troutfan and Futago. Troutfan, a newcomer to this league, but has been playing extremely well, and Futago, a KBM warrior on the back end, looking maybe to make the switch to controller like Kemek did, but at the same time has been playing decently well here so far this season. Not as well as his top 2, but he's playing pretty good. What do you see here, Kemek?
Love seeing a KBM warrior. Always fun to have on stream. I know we have a couple. I think maybe 1 or 2 Div A, maybe 1 Div B, but really nothing too crazy. Stat wise, one thing that does kind of stick out to me is Troutfan's 3.8 shots a game. The fact that that isn't league leading is kind of surprising to me a little bit.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 people in this league though that have insane shooting stats for some reason. It just makes it to the point where it like makes no sense. But we'll see if that 3 goals a game comes out swinging. Sadly, no league leadings, but the shooting percentage from Not Turner looking not too bad. That's for sure. Sticking around that 43%, and averaging a goal a game in any league is definitely good. So he's gonna see if he can continue that tonight.
100%. Other than that, I don't really see anything that sticks out. I mean, nothing league leading, so really nothing much to comment on. But their 2-1 series, 2-1 record, I mean, is, I think, better than Jumbo. Yes, looking better than Jumbo Nuts, strictly because I think they have their ASAP game done. So.
Yes, they do, and they were able to take a pretty convincing win in that one. So we'll see if that 2-1 record they got boasting for themselves comes out to be the deciding factor over a 1-1. I mean, these teams, I mean, it's just a matter of who's played more games, so I don't think it'll make too much difference. I know I've watched this Jumbo Nut team completely dissect the team and then get completely dissected, so we'll see which Jumbo Nut we see tonight. And I've seen this Lost Souls team get absolutely whooped, but at the same time I've seen them whooped. So they've been on stream a couple times, both these teams. We'll see if tonight which team's on top. These are 2 teams that I think could easily make a run at the end of the season, so I can't wait to see how this goes. We're gonna work our way into the first game here, and Kemek, I'd ask you, what are you looking for from these teams tonight? What is something specific that you want to see more of?
Honestly, I want to see Grayskull boost his demo stat a lot more than it already is. I feel like that'll be 1, something for Lost Souls to kind of work around, and 2, I want to see what Jumbo Nut can use off of it.
Hey, fair enough. Jumbo Nut have looked really good this season so far on that demo side. Specifically, Jumbo Kid actually has been impressively quick with his demos. Since he has that ball cam on, that no ball cam and just car cam, he actually gets a way better view on it than most of the other players. And for a while, there was averaging almost as much demos as his teammate. They were as a team were averaging the league lead at that time, though.
Ooh, wow. It's a great shot coming out there from Trout, blocked by Photo. Gonna be Photo keeping on. Turner be able to stop it. Trying to keep some pressure on. Grayskull gets a pop out pass to the backboard. Up for a shot. Blocks out Futago's touch. Trout trying to get something moving. Blocked by Photo. Turner getting a touch off the wall. Tries to get something out mid for his team. Doesn't quite.
I forgot. I had to cut you off here. We didn't do our own predictions. I got to ask you, who do you got?
Oh. Honestly, I am going to take Lost Souls in 3.
Dang! No faith.
bit harsh, but you know, it is what it is. I haven't done a 3-0 bet yet. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
The K tool.
Div C, in my opinion, is the division of Game 5, so I'm taking Lost Souls in 5. I agree with you. I want my future roommate here to perform, but at the same time, this division has been Game 5s on Game 5s on Game 5s, so we'll see if that continues tonight.
Gonna be picking back up on this game. Gonna be a bit of a reverse for Jumbo Nut trying to get something moving. Trout getting it past. Photo Nut able to get. Oh, Turner going for a bit of a redirect there. Almost got it, just slightly off. Jumbo again going for some more demos. Gonna be Trout in the corner. Popped out mid. Is anyone there? Just Jumbo to put it out in the corner.
Yeah, this ball tilting back towards Turner. He gets a pop over one. Can he get a good follow on this? Photonut's already up, but he doesn't make contact. This ball floating mid. Futago on. He puts a shot on target. Can Jumbo Kid get there? Yes, he can. Puts it out wide. Trap fan, though, quick on the return. Turner mid. He's got time. He's got boost, and this ball floating in, but not quite. It stays out. Futago can't put another one on, and Jumbo Kid's going to flick over one to try to get into the blue half. Turner on the turn. Gets a nice touch over one. And he pops over Jumbo Kid. Is anyone there? Jumbo Kid off the back wall with some nice defensive clears. Gets it out towards Grayskull on the outside. Jumbo Kid goes back up that wall. Tries to pop out. Grayskull hunting for demos. Doesn't find it on Futago. And makes a miss. Trout fan on the follow. Can he put something on target here? No! Put away by the opponent there. Grayskull puts that one on. I'm pretty sure that was going to bounce off post otherwise.
Bit of a miscommunication or a mistouch there on Grayskull's part. Rough to see if you're any Jumbo Nut fan, but it's gonna take it up 1. 2 minutes in. Turner with another shot. Grayskull able to put it on the backboard. Trout up.
Oh, find it.
Backboard. Possible double. Futago there for the shot. A pop up there from Trout, and bit of a miss. Trout just trying to keep anything on their side. Turner gets a back pass to Futago. Futago out to the corner. Photonut gonna get something down. Turner with a 50 gets beat out by Photo, and gonna hit backboard.
Yeah, a little closer. Doesn't quite find it. Turner on the recovery though. Tries to get something mid here. Grayskull pops this one back, but it's straight to Trout fan, who puts a launcher towards net. Is anyone there? Photonut is. Trout fan can't get the redirect. Turner onto the backboard. Is anyone there to follow up? No. Jumbo Kid's gonna be able to work this one out. He tries to play it around 2. It's to back line. He pops this one up. It's in front of the net. No one's putting it. Any touches on. Futago with a miss on the back line. Lets Grayskull's touch go through.
Grayskull with 2 goals finally this game. able to recover off of Jumbo Kid's great touch off the backboard there.
Yeah, Jumbo Kid had a nice pass there. Futago might have had something there, but he sadly flies a little too far. And Grayskull is able to put one away here. Trout fan going towards the backboard. Can't get the redirect towards mid. Jumbo Kid able to push this one out of his own half. Can you get anything on the follow on the sidewall? Can't do much more. This ball floating mid towards Photonut. Puts a slaughter. Saved away by Trout fan. This ball staying kind of slow in their half. He pops it over one. Can he do anything more? Photonut. It's on. Trout fan's able to get past one. Turner again. Futago's up, but it's slow again. Floating towards the net. Not going to go. A nice touch to the corner by Trout fan, but he's killed for his efforts. Grayskull off the back wall. Can he get anything? It's a nice touch over one, but back to Trout fan, who's got boost this time. Turner goes to the backboard, tries to get a redirect, doesn't quite find it, but Trout fan on the follow can't find anything on. And this ball's just going to stay on this orange half, but away from their net.
And Futago back down to the backboard. Trout with a shot. Photonut just not able to get the 50. Grayskull able to catch it in the net, though. Gonna be Futago up for another shot. Photonut blasting it out to the wall for Grayskull. Gets a demo. Gonna see, let Jumbo Kid work his magic. Doesn't quite get it past Trout. Turner gonna go for the 50. Grayskull getting it past. Off the wall. It could be floating out mid. Tries for the bump. Doesn't quite get anything off. The ball kind of stays. Oh, possible overtime. And there's overtime.
A double commit whiff on defense there leaves him a little vulnerable, but nothing comes from it. Turner with a nice touch off kickoff. This ball flying high for Photonut. He's able to put it away, but it's straight towards two of these opponents. Turner with a pop back towards that corner. Grayskull lies in wait for this. He takes his time trying to move out of the corner. He plays for a 50, gets a nice clear out to the blue side. Futago on the back line here. Pops it up high. It's past one. Is there going to be any follow here? Yes, Trout fan on the follow. This one pops mid, though, for Photonut. He's going to try to turn on Turner. Can't quite get it. This ball off the backboard. Grayskull gets the read. Able to send it to the sidewall, but Trout fan is sitting there. Can he make a good touch on this? Jumbo Kid touches it once, but Trout fan's there. He takes it to the corner. Can he get anything mid? This is a nice touch initially, but a nice pop by Photonut. Gets past one, but Turner cuts that off early. Floats this one down, but it's straight to Jumbo Kid. And this ball's going to delay in the corner. Can he get anything mid for his team?
Turner gets a good pass out mid. No one from his team able to get there in time, though. Futago taking off the wall. Gets it past one. Gonna try and play just a little bit controlled. Past two. Gets a rough flip. Can't quite put it on. Trout gonna send this to the wall. Grab some boost. Maybe try and follow it up. Gets an awkward bounce off. Grayskull waiting for the touch. Doesn't quite get it. Photonut able to pick up. Turner down. Futago's out mid. Does he get a shot? Not past Jumbo.
Yeah, turn by Photonut straight into Trout fan. Trout fan gets touch, but it's straight into Futago. This ball's just going ping pong back and forth. Who will win this match? It feels like we're watching the ping pong Olympics here as nothing's happening other than this back and forth. A double commit there leaves Futago with a shot, but Photonut's back. He pings it back into the blue half. But he gets a nice touch off the redirect, and Photonut puts that one away, and Jumbo Nut already ruins your prediction.
Photonut able to get a good touch off the wall. Almost 2 minutes into overtime, taking game one, and yes, ruining my prediction. Let's just hope yours doesn't.
I got faith in the game 5. I mean, it just seems to happen. Trout fan with the carry and Photonut with not a carry. Holy cow, the point difference. Look at how much offense versus defense we saw in that game. That is insane.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of see it. We didn't really touch much on it, but Lost Souls just had an absolute unrelenting amount of pressure. I mean, just look at the amount of saves. That's 13 saves compared to only 3 out of Lost Souls. An absolute monster pressure.
Yeah, no doubt, but you have to also understand that while they had that pressure, a lot of those shots were like on target from range. Like, they're not hard to save, and a simple clear to the side gets them out of position, and now they have to fight their way back into an offensive pressure again when they could just control. But I think this division is just allergic to controlling the ball personally. I'm not entirely sure. I'm doing my research, but that's what I've found so far.
Well, maybe Trout, trying to get something going. Doesn't quite. Wow, this game already kind of turning itself around. Photonut up for a shot. Puts it out to Jumbo. Doesn't quite get it past Trout, though. Gray can try and keep some control. A good 50 there, or a good team pinch. Trout almost putting it on net. Can be Photo trying to get something out. Turner trying. And just ends up putting this in the corner.
Yeah, but he's able to work around two, puts them on their own back foot. They're low on boost. Can Trout fan make something from it? This ball flying across towards Turner. Turner on the turn. It's a bit of a whiff. Photonut plays past one. Trout fan on his back foot. He's in his back line. He needs to play out well. He pops his ball over one. Can he do anything more here? He pops it straight to Grayskull. He's going to have an easy touch away. Turner tries to play through, but Photonut with a nice cut and play out. He's going to control. He's going to get past, not entirely past one. A nice touch there by Trout fan, keeps it in their possession, but Turner can't make much off the sidewall in the corner, and it's going to force them to try to go mid here. Photonut a little awkward on his own backline. Futago, though, doesn't push him for it, and Turner is forced to play Grayskull right in the mid.
Gonna be just kind of left hanging. Trout fan getting a good 50 off Photo. Grayskull trying to keep control in the corner, gets it past one, doesn't quite get it past Turner. This one floating out mid, Jumbo.
Oh.
Ooh, just an unfortunate miss, and Futago picking up the slack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Futago came with the best wishes in mind. He did show up in a very, very poor soccer team's jersey, so I don't know what he's expecting, but I mean, let's just hope that Lost Souls doesn't perform at the same level as Man City. Oh, what a touch! Oh, it doesn't find the back of the net though. A double whiff by the opponents leaves Grayskull just moving down the middle. Jumbo Kid takes over, tries to pop over one. Can he get it over Turner? Yes, he can. Jumbo Kid off the ground puts that one away.
What just a series of events just happened, right? You had Turner there with a great shot, bounces off the crossbar, floats out in front of the net. I think there was 3 different misses from 3 different people. Great control from Grayskull, and then a team bump from Jumbo Kid into a flick onto the other net. I mean, that is...
Oh.
What? This is Div C, Pen. Like, this shouldn't happen.
I mean, the Div C of it kind of came out when there was a triple fake by the opponents on a ball that's floating right in front of their net, and then they proceeded to let them just move down the center of the field without anyone touching it. I mean, Jumbo Kid's play was very nice, yes, but the positioning and the movement and all the stuff that led up to it shouldn't have happened in the first place. But a nice passing play out of the 1-2 combo. Troutfan and Turner find a quick one back.
Turner to Troutfan, back out to Turner.
A little give and go action.
Up. Jeez, just a little bit of passing, just back and forth. 245, 2-1 for Lost Souls.
Yeah, they need to find something here. Troutfan going high. He's able to get a touch to the backboard, but not much more other than that. Turner on the turn can't find much. This ball floating back towards Futago. He's able to make a cutting touch, but Grayskull quick to catch. Grayskull can't get a demo on Troutfan. Troutfan pops that one over Jumbo off the corner wall here. It's a little awkward, but it plays out nicely, and Troutfan's got boost. He's got time. He pops this one mid, straight to Turner, and puts it away. And Lost Souls find a 3-1 lead in game number 2.
Ooh, a great 50 there from Trout, putting it right out, just handed straight to Turner. No one in net, and just a free shot. Yeah,
Lost Souls find their way to a 3-1 lead, and we'll see entirely here if they can maintain it as a touch comes from Turner, sends it to the side. Grayskull plays off Futago, but Futago pops this one off. Grayskull underneath it, a shot on, but Troutfan can't find that one over Jumbo. Turner, though, turns quickly. Futago pops one up towards Grayskull. Grayskull with a nice touch. Their defense is great, but their offense has been lackluster outside of that one solo play from Jumbo Kid. A demo might open up some opportunities here, though, as Troutfan forced to respawn. A nice touch to the corner by Turner will leave it for Troutfan, who moves it past one. An awkward recovery, though, is going to leave him a little bit of time here. Troutfan to the backboard. Is anyone there? Futago decides not to go for it. He might have gotten there in time, but chooses not to. As Photonut pops this one back towards his own side, I guess. Sure. Fair enough.
Out to Jumbo, passing it out to Turner. Gonna try and keep something moving. Bit of an awkward touch there from Photo, leaving it wide open for Trout. Slamming it to the corner to Turner.
Put it away.
Futago's there, just not quite. Grayskull picking up. Try and get the shot on that. He does. Turner able to get a great save though. Trout getting it out to the wall. Good 50 from Photo. Oh, and dare I say that might be a dookie.
It might just be, as Troutfan moves up here, able to just absolutely dookie out Photonut, puts that one away, a 4-1 lead. Ooh, Lost Souls find a nice position here in game number 2. They need this to continue though, as that game 1 is going to sting till the very end of this. Oh, Troutfan, put it away.
Trout. Oh! A great pass out from Futago. Right, yeah, just a boomer to the wall. Troutfan able to read it like an open book. Slotted dead center.
Yeah, fantastic touch there. Yeah, Turner on the turn here. He gets in a little flick. Grayskull able to play it out. And Photonut can't find much out of the corner. Turner pops this one mid. Grayskull with a touch leaves it out for Futago. Pops this one high and mid. Troutfan backflip. Futago kind of like floating from with no actual air to it, just kind of following the ball. This ball flies out towards Grayskull, but he's got no boost. He's going to be forced to play off this. It pops down. Futago's there. He cuts it off early. Photona able to pop that one, but no quick follow-up as it floats a little too far away from him. Turner, an awkward touch on that ball, leaves Troutfan on defense, but he gets a nice clear away. Photona with a nice touch. Can he follow it here? Yes, he can. This one popping down towards Troutfan. He gets a nice touch into the sidewall. With 10 seconds left, it's looking all Lost Souls.
Yeah, I mean, absolute dominant game coming out of Lost Souls. Definitely a turnaround from what we saw game one. Yet absolutely kept up the pressure, but actually hit their shots on net. Kind of crazy to see.
Yeah, no doubt. They looked fantastic that game. And anything in the stats really stand out to you, Kemek?
I mean, you know, just casually the 12 shots coming out of Lost Souls. I mean, just a little under 50% shooting, but
little casual action, you know, normal.
Yeah,
normal.
yeah, just casually.
What a game there.
Nothing really. Yeah. I mean, 5 saves coming out of Jumbo Nut. They sure tried, but yikes.
Yeah, and I think the major difference between game 1 to game 2 is specifically out of Photona. I saw much less aggressive and positioning play. His aerials were still kind of there, and he was still touching the ball constantly, but it just didn't have the same purpose as the first game. A lot of times that purpose was to clear it in the first game, but at least he was making the touches for a reason. This game, it felt like he was just touching it to get it out of his own half, and just that's it. There was no offense like mind behind it, and that's what he had that first game that led to him being the MVP. So we'll see if he can find a stride back into this game here as we move into game number 3. Lost Souls and Jumbo Nut tied up 1-1 apiece. And Kemek, is there anything you see here that Lost Souls needs to continue to do after coming into that win so heavily?
I mean, one thing that we have to kind of touch on is that, I mean, that kind of team chemistry coming out from Trout and Turner, right? They've had multiple different passing plays, and I think that's just kind of the entirety of Lost Souls, right? They've been bouncing it off the backboard, out of the corner, putting great shots up for their teammates, kind of just out of reach for Jumbo Nut just to not quite touch. And that won them the second game, that got them their goal the first. And you see it again. Futago just not able to put it on, though.
That's a nice touch by Troutfan in the corner. He goes back towards his back wall. Can't find anything more out of it, though. Futago demoed for his efforts, but the stall stays in the middle. Flows back into his blue half. Turner with a nice touch high. Troutfan with a nice follow. Can you get anything more out of this corner? That's a decent touch, but a ball floating away from him is Jumbo Kid able to make that turn. A nice touch by Futago, but it's straight towards the enemy. Grayskull can't get the touch off the wall. Turner with a nice turnaround, but can't find much more. Futago able to get another touch off the sidewall, but Troutfan's quicker to follow that one up, and it's laying into that back wall, but a nice defensive play by Grayskull will keep them on the defensive side here, but they get him in a moment here, but Photona with a nice touch away keeps them guessing here, not with any true offensive pressure, just with a touch away from their own half.
Futago gonna bang one off the crossbar. Turner out mid, but some great backboard defense there from Grayskull. Trout in his own corner, gets it past the one, kind of loses control. Photona with a free ball, 0 boost. Awkward 50 there from Futago. Troutfan just kind of going under. Turner having to pick up the slack. This is gonna bounce out mid, just a little awkward. Chooses the demo, and Trout just not able to put it on. Turner gonna try and get something back out. Gonna be Trout off the backboard, gets a good touch, stays on. Turner able to get one out to the corner. Possible pass out mid. Grayskull's on the backboard, though. Right down to Trout with a shot on net. Not quite. Gonna be Jumbo Kid out to Futago. Not enough boost for the double. Turner popping it back out mid. Ooh, that's Troutfan up, but Grayskull getting to it first.
Yeah, Jumbo Kid took a little too long on that sidewall. Turner able to follow quickly. This ball popping down towards Futago. Can't make contact. Floating out towards Grayskull. Grayskull with a nice clear. Turner lies in wait while Troutfan gets the easy touch. He gets a nice clear away, but this one's probably going to get followed up by Jumbo Kid. Popping back mid. Can Troutfan do anything with it? No, just a simple roll. The entire team's on offense here. They need to find themselves back into a rotation here. This ball comes tumbling down into their half. A nice double tap by, well, backward-ish double tap read by Grayskull leaves this ball almost in defensive, like, almost in a scary position, but they find no luck. They get another chance here. Those ball rolling towards the backboard. Trout fan able to get a touch away, and Photonut trying to turn onto this. Can't find much more, and this ball is just kind of dangerously sitting in the center of this field.
Trout able to bang one into the corner. Photo gets a touch past the first, not able to get it past the second. Futago putting it back again in the corner. Caught by Jumbo. Gonna be Turner. Bang it out mid. Trout fan is there. Opts to rotate out. Waits for the clear. Gonna be Photonut putting one out mid. Caught by Futago. Good 50 there from Grayskull. Keeping pressure on. Popped up. A demo on the goalie. Photonut is up, but Trout fan able to get a good touch off the backboard. Grayskull trying for a redirect. Ends up going off the backboard straight to Jumbo. Great control, but Futago able to get a good half flip. Jumbo Kid killed Futago for his efforts. Turner out to Jumbo. Gonna try and keep this going. This is just gonna kind of float mid for Grayskull to get an awkward touch on.
A lot of demos came out there, but nothing came from it. The ball floating back into the blue half. Jumbo Kid able to pop this one down to Grayskull. Grayskull shoots for target. Futago able to get that one wide. Grayskull goes for another mid pass. Photonut on, but it floats high towards the backboard off a nice chow. This ball stays kind of in an awkward position. Low boost a lot for Trout fan here. Futago's got some though. Trout fan plays that one out. Turner to follow. Pops this back into the corner. We're just getting a little bit of deja vu here as this ball floats towards Trout fan. And nothing comes out of that corner play, but they're going to just keep trying this. A nice touch off the wall here. Leaves Turner following the ball, but it pops out to Trout fan. Trout fan shoots on, but it's sent away. And Futago is going to have time in this corner as Photonut flies in. It's a miss by one. Trout fan with the turn. Can't do much with it. This ball floating back towards the back line. A nice touch by Turner to get it out, but he can't move it any farther out of their half. Nice touch by Trout fan, but this will probably fall. At 1 second left here, they find themselves tied up 0-0. No goals this game. 5 minutes and more to come here without any goals. We'll see how quickly this turns around though.
We Grayskull in the corner. Keeping good control. Gets it popped out past two. Futago jumping just a bit early, trying for something off the wall. Doesn't quite get it. Down to Turner. Turner gonna chase this one off the wall. Goes opts for the pinch. Gets a good pinch down. Jumbo a little bit awkward. Is anyone up? Trout is barely off the ball. Turner gonna try and get another touch, keeping pressure on. Grayskull not allowing it. Over one, over two. Anyone there for the shot? Photonut is Futago with a great 50 out to the side. Popped up by Turner. Turner getting 50'd by Jumbo again. Trout keeping pressure. Good turn from Turner. Trout keeping it on, and this ball trying and just floating in the corner.
Yeah, this ball's played past one. Grayskull 50s into their corner. Jumbo Kid's dangerous anywhere with the ball. But that one gets put away. It's into the corner. Turner here flying in. Grayskull needs to make a good touch. Turner instead sends this one high. Trout fan beating, but it's towards the back wall. Is anyone there to follow up? Not quite. The demo comes through. Can Futago do anything with it? This ball's going to pop back mid. Turner's awkward, but Trout fan's up. Can't put it away. Futago again puts this one on target, but it's set back by Photonut. This ball floating a little ahead here. Turner forced to turn on. Trout fan in the back line. He's going to have to play defensive here. Photonut couldn't do anything more with it. No boost to be seen. This ball floating back towards Grayskull. Futago makes a nice chow, but Trout fan's there. Plays it back into the corner. Can anyone do anything more here to get this mid? A little bit of an awkward touch by Jumbo Kid, but he follows it up well. Can't do much more than that though, as Turner flies this one back towards the backboard. A demo by Trout fan leads Turner with the back wall. He tries to keep this one semi-mid for Futago. Futago can't put that one away. It's floating out towards the side, and this offense finally slows down for what's felt like a whole minute of pressure.
Gonna be Turner trying to keep that pressure up. Doesn't quite. Photonut not allowing it. Jumbo down, out to no one. His teammate isn't there. Bit of a triple commit there from Lost Souls, trying to get the clear. Ends up working out. Pops out mid. Trout and Turner are up. Trout blocking a shot from a possible game ender. Grayskull goes back on Jumbo with a demo, and Grayskull following up on his touch.
Yeah, a little bit of tech. Like, they got themselves into a double commit high on that ball. It leaves them defenseless on the back end. Futago forced to run away. Grayskull with an open net, and he's not missing that, specifically with a lead blocker. And out of overtime, we find a Jumbo Nut lead here as they head to match point. and Lost Souls on their back foot. They've had the most dominant game in this series. They played well. They had offense that series, but nothing comes of in any of their offense. And that was just a lackluster play, specifically from Turner. Almost pulled a Tony Snell without the 2 demos.
Ooh, that's kind of awkward to see if you're a Lost Souls. I mean, they had so much pressure in the beginning. It was honestly, I'm surprised Jumbo Nut, or we didn't see as many goals coming out of, not goals. What am I saying? More demos coming out of Jumbo Nut. Granted, they do have Gray Skull, they do have Jumbo Kid. Both of them very, very explosive players, as kind of seen on the stats. But honestly, I've been expecting a little bit more out of both of them.
Yeah, no, there was a minute there though where they had the offensive pressure. They can only really do that when they have that pressure. And they had it for a minute, and all those demos came in really quick succession on rotations, and it looked very fluent. No goals came from it. The desperation defense from Lost Souls was efficient enough to keep them away, but we'll see if they can get a more attacking game here as Troutfan launches one in the corner. Goes to play it off. It plays mid for Turner, and then they start the shooting early. 11 seconds in, they find their first goal.
Trout to Turner, to back the Trout, back to Turner into the net. Those last 2 touches definitely were not intentional, but that passing play from Trout and Turner, I mean, it's brought them game 2.
And they needed to bring them game 4 here.
Real or gonna be Trout. Ooh. Trout trying for a shot on net, down, not quite getting a pass out mid. Jumbo Kid popping it up to Gray Skull. Turner able to block it. Photonut in the corner with full boost. Loses control down to Turner. Not able to get another touch out to Trout. Gonna be Jumbo trying to keep pressure on. Futago cutting it off on the back wall. Gets one touch. Can't quite get the second. Photonut able to pick up. Bit of a double commit there from Trout and Turner. Pressure gets immediately relieved.
Yeah, it was a little awkward from them, but a nice little turn by Futago is going to leave this ball high and mid for the opponents. A touch to the corner is going to be easy for Turner to reach, but the Chow goes back towards the orange half, and this is playing a little awkward. A name we did not say that much in their win last game was Photonut, but he's got a bit of offensive pressure here to start. Troutfan goes up to block Gray Skull. It's a beautiful block, but he's got to do something here as this ball's floating in. But Turner able to get this one wide. Troutfan out of the corner. Can he get a mid for Futago? Yes, he can. Turner turns on it instead. Gray Skull playing this back into the blue half. He goes for a demo. Jumbo Kid shoots high. No one finds it. This ball floats in, and we are tied up.
A great shot there from Jumbo, just putting it just out of reach of Trout. Futago just a little bit awkward on rotation, and Turner, first man up, last man back, doesn't have enough speed to get there in time, unfortunately. Gonna be kickoff won by Jumbo Nut. Lost Souls able to pick up pressure though, easy. Gonna be off the backboard there. Troutfan with a shot from Futago's pass, not able to get one on. Jumbo Kid trying to get a shot on. Gets a good 50 out from Turner. Left stale for Troutfan to put to the corner. Gray Skull going for something off the backboard. Almost in, just hits the post. Gonna be out to...
All right, you're cutting out right now, Chemic, so I'm gonna cut in. Troutfan moves this one forward. Jumbo Kid on the back line. Can't do much here. Troutfan, a nice 50, but he can't do much more as this ball's floating back towards Turner. Turner on the turn. He waits out. Gray Skull falling down in front of him. Jumbo Kid doesn't get a good touch. Photonut flies this one towards the back wall. Troutfan can't get it past Jumbo Kid here. Jumbo Kid able to keep it in their corner. Troutfan, no boost, no time, no money. This ball floating back towards Turner. Turner able to get a touch out. That's all. This ball floating high above 2, and Photonut finds a shot from the outside there, and Jumbo Nut take the lead. A 2-1 lead in the series and a 2-1 lead in this game, and a half this game left till it all comes to the end.
Another missed opportunity there from Lost Souls. Again, a bit of a misrotation there. 2 of them up front post, and Jumbo Nut just able to take advantage and put it right over.
Chemic Wi-Fi is indeed a lead as the ball flies out to Futago. The redirect sends it to the backboard. Can they get anything here? Honestly, if Futago, I'm not Futago, if Trout Fan and Turner could stop double committing, I think this would be over for Jumbo Nut. Their offensive play has been fantastic, but their double commits have been absolutely plaguing in this game. Communication has got to improve in this team, as Trout Fan with a nice touch pops this one back towards Futago. Futago tries to put that one on. It's a little over. Turner can't get the pop mid, and they're going to keep it wide here and play it out. Turner with low boost is not going to be quick on rotation. Grayskull plays to the sidewall. He can't do much more, but Futago is going to have control trying to take this out. Trout Fan on the turn. He gets the top to the sidewall. He tries to play it high. He's able to get a nice one. Futago in the demo. Is Turner there? No, he's not, but Trout Fan gets time to shoot. Jumbo Kid puts that one away. Turner was out of commission for the entirety of that play. With him, they would have probably had a free score. Trout Fan can't find much other than a nice little redirect away. Turner on the follow. Can he get anything on this attacking front? No. Jumbo Kid's even able to push that one out. And Graceful is going to back into their back line. Photonut off the back in the air. Can't find anything. Trout Fan gets a nice touch at the end there to keep it in their possession. Futago on the follow. Can't do much more. This ball's going to stay in this corner and nothing's happening, to be honest. Kemek, you there?
1 minute left in this game. Jumbo Nut trying to get something going. Sorry for the internet. I blame the entirety of SDSU. But Futago gonna try and keep pressure up. They need one more to keep up in this game. Jumbo Kid not quite able to get the touch. Photon able to pick up though. Futago opting. Is my internet still killing itself?
It's jumping in and out occasionally, but this ball comes back towards his back line. They have 20 seconds left. They need to find a goal, but they're on the defensive half. This ball rolls back towards Futago. Futago plays it ahead. That's a nice touch by Turner. Turner in this corner with Jumbo Kid with a demo. Can he doomsday it in? Can anyone put this in? Trout Fan finds it. They find the desperation goal. 6 seconds left, and we might have overtime in game number 4. Oh my.
1 goal to decide it all. Game 5 or bust for both of our predictions.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I absolutely need Turner to, in the future, learn how to doomsday, because this all could have been over. Futago, though, with a chance. No. It falls. 2-2. Our score. Game 4. In a best of 5. This game is needed for Lost Souls. Jumbo Nut on match point. Last overtime did not go their way. They need this one too. There's a nice redirect down middle, put on by Grayskull, and it's ended off early. That's done for Lost Souls. They find their way to a 2-2 even record, and Jumbo Nut find a positive record finally in this season.
Taking a note and taking just some notes out of Turner and Trout Fan's playbook. Grayskull to Photo, back down to Grayskull to top right, taking game number 4.
Yeah, they find themselves with a win here. Jumbo Nut with a great series there. A lot of team play. Honestly, I think Lost Souls, specifically Trout Fan and Turner, had their advantage, specifically in mechanics, but alone that lack of team play by their opponents has left them in shambles. And we're gonna work our way into a winner's interview here. What a game for Jumbo Nut as they find a win here. Congratulations to them. We're gonna pull them on in here a few seconds as we say congratulations, boys. How are we feeling?
We're feeling great.
Glad to hear it. I gotta ask, first off, before anyone says anything else, Grayskull, going to the game, do you have any game plan, or was it just kind of like play your game, see how it goes?
Well, over the past couple of weeks, we've had 3 straight game 5s, 1 win and 2 losses. I feel like we know our game. We just sometimes are inconsistent, so we really just wanted to chill out and like remember what we played well with. So it was kind of just like try and be calm.
Got it. Yeah, I gotta throw my next question over to Jumbo Kid. Jumbo Kid, what went through your mind? Game number 3, OT. They overcommit and double commit, and you are the lead blocker, and you just have to chase down Futago. What was going through the head?
Hit him. I mean, There wasn't that much to it. I figured there'd be someone behind me, so if I took out the defender, it'd be an easy goal.
The Grayskull mentality already playing off into his third man. Love to see that. Any questions for him, Kamek?
I do have one for Photonut. I mean, week 3 for you guys. How are you feeling specifically about the team comp you have? I know you and Grayskull have been picking up quite a bit on the demos. How has that been playing out?
I love our team chemistry, and I think it's just incredible. I think we need to get a little more practice. I don't think we're near where we're gonna be at the end of the season. I think we all have a long way to go, but right away, I think we're doing great, and I like to see how it's looking.
I'm happy to hear that. You guys looked amazing tonight. You played extremely well. I'd ask quickly over to Photo Night as we move into the intermission here. Before we do that, I got one important question to you. You came out. You were the kind of aerial mechanic. You had hard shots in the air, hard touches in the air. That was good. I love to see that. What do you think is one thing you need to work on, specifically you, to make it more effective for your team? You had a great game one, but it was kind of slow for a little bit later in the series. I want to know what you think you need to improve on.
I think I miss a little too often for where I'm at, and I don't think I do training packs enough. I've kind of petered out, and I don't do that as often as I used to. So I think I definitely need to pick those back up and do some more. Hit the weight room.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations, boys. You guys are now 2-2, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a inaccurate thing due to ball chasing being down, so we'll work on getting that corrected. But congrats, boys, going even on the season. You got a lot left to play here. It's a very competitive Div C, but I thought both these teams could do extremely well in Div C, and we'll see how it works out. But congrats again. Hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Kemek, as we move back to you and I. It is just us and Jumbo Kid. There he goes. All right, perfect. It's just you and I. We're heading off here. We're going to be going into intermission. We will be back in a quick little 10-minute break. We'll be back with our next match of the evening. You'll see it below us. Whiff City versus Untouchables. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, every time I do my streams, make sure you follow us on our socials. You use the Epic Creator Code Dcrl. And if you're not in the Discord and you're watching right now, head into the Discord, discord.gg/DCRL. Peace.